Hey, welcome back to another episode of PB Garage. In this episode, we're going to be looking at dismantling the side mirrors on my 2017 A8. So it's the D4 platform and it's a facelift, but the mirrors are the same between the two. And I'm dismantling mine to install these S8 mirror caps. Now, they're actually just plastic, they're not aluminum, but they look like aluminum. They used to be aluminum and they went to plastic. But anyways, I'm going to get this onto the table and I'll show you how to take it all apart. So you don't need too many tools. All I have here is just a T10 torque bit and then just some really small flathead screwdrivers and then a little pick tool. So everyone's always worried about breaking this glass. It's pretty delicate. So you don't want to just reef on it or pull on it on the edge. It will snap and break. You need to try to, actually this one's already kind of pretty loose, but you're trying to get your fingers wedged under there to push from the center of the mirror, and I got some tape here to protect the edge, and it should pop out. That was a lot easier than the last one, and it kind of gets hooked, and you'll see in a second what this all looks like. This little connector here, you're just going to want to disconnect, and I think you push on this tab right here. Yeah, pop that off. So yeah, once you have that clip off, you can kind of see how this is held in place. It's just a bunch of clips that hug onto the motor housing here, and you have these two arc pieces that guide it into position. So it's this area that's retaining it, and that's where you want to be pushing up on when you get your fingers in there. We also have the heater connections that are a little stubborn at times. You wiggle them, walk them off one at a time. There you go. This is where the S8 housings differ. They have this black piece of plastic panel here, and I'll show you how to get that out in a second. And I think they did that because these housings, you know, are faux aluminum. So they, when you have your mirrors in a certain angle, they don't want you to see the aluminum behind the mirror. It's kind of that extra level of finesse they put into it and engineering just to, you know, blacken out the backside of your mirror so you don't see any wires or reflections or anything like that. So I'm working on 4 of these T10 bolts. So because the S8s have this plastic tray here, you don't have to do this if you have regular, like on my A8, I'm not gonna have to do this step, but I've gotta take this housing out so I can get access to pull that plate up. That's the long screw in the center. Once that's out, this can it's just held in with a bunch of clips as well. There we go. I've tried to disconnect or pull this out. It's super stubborn, so I just end up dealing with having this flop around. To get this backing plate off, there's a series of tabs. There's one here, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs that are just little bits of plastic that are being held in and retaining it. So if you dig in with the flathead, you kind of pry it out. You know what? I might actually try going from this side first. This looks like there's a lot more room. So as you're pushing in and you're kind of prying it out that way so you can release that tab. I don't know if you can see that in there. Just gotta do one at a time, work your way around. Kind of see it all lifting up. This one from this side. There we go. There's one here as well. Oh. And this last one is pretty stubborn. Actually, once you have the whole plate off, or most of it off, it comes out pretty easily. So let's see what those look like. They're just little tabs. We're gonna get the first aluminum surround off. There's one tab or two tabs that are holding onto it in here, and they wing out that way. So what we want to do is push them in through this access hole here and this area here. There's nothing holding it on this side anymore, so it's kind of loose, and as we compress these tabs, it should pop off. Okay, so I got it off, and you can see this is the two posts, the two tabs that feed into this little hole here, and they spread out, and that's what you're trying to push in and work above it. So you can see some of the scratch marks from my tool there as I was trying to jam it in. You can spray some penetrating fluid in here to try to help kind of walk it off a little bit. It's a little stubborn at times. So now with the first portion off, we're going to take the top half completely off. It's held in with 4 clips. 1, 2, there's a third one behind here, I'll show you, and then there's a fourth one right here. So I start from the outside here. It's fairly easy. Let's just use your fingers. So that third one is just like this style here, where you're just going to push on the top. This is the top of the tab. You can see it through a hole here, or you can kind of reach around all the way into here and kind of pry at it. The fourth one is fairly simple as well. You might as well maybe get that one kind of loosened and work it off a bit. So that way that last one, it all just completely disassembles. Oh, go. So there you go. It still has some electrical connectors that we're going to want to disconnect. It's just your turn signal. This guy's usually just a little tab. I'll show you in a sec. Just pull that out. And the other one is your blind spot assist. Like that. And there you have it. So you can see now where that tab was that I was trying to push in. I came in from an angle to reach around the camera to push that tab back. So there's the first or the second tab, and that's your third tab. And this bottom piece slides up. You want to make sure you unseat this from its base. They almost click in. Once that's out, you can see it's now a little bit freer. There you go. And that's how that comes out. So now, just have to do it again on the black car. Now that you have them all apart, you can, swap your camera over if you need to. This one looks fine. The other one was actually scratched, so I did swap my camera over. And then you can swap over your your turn signals as well if you want. This just has an older part number than my current one, so I'm going to swap that over just for fun. These are just 2 T10s. And this kind of hooks in over here. So you're going to pull and out like that. Make sure you get your tab in there first. And then just put the screws back. Okay, now they're good to go back on. So we're going to start with the base. And you have some slots here, 1, 2 slots that you want to align with the slot that's inside here. And these guys kind of tuck up into this little block here on either side. And then you want to make sure this tab lands on top of this little plastic bit there that's dirty. And you also want to be mindful of these need to be in front of these posts here. And just check your wiring, make sure you're not going to crush anything. Those little posts are kind of a little stubborn to pop in, but you want that feedback of it popping in. So connect your camera. You want these wires coming in between the camera and the back side of that plate. So I got my blind spot connector pushed into where it wants to live for the rest of its life. Very feedbacky like. There you go. That's what you want to do. And then I have my turn signal plugged in as well. And then this, all you have to do is just guide it into its clips. Once you're confident, you see it all there, your wires aren't binding on anything, just go ahead and clip it down. Now we're going to put the last trim piece on. You just click all those tabs in. Okay, so with that backing plate on, you put your T10 screws back in, the 4 of them. And if you did take that out, then you're gonna want to put that T10 back in as well. Put your mirror on, all pretty straightforward. Make sure your connectors are coming out in the right spot, and they aren't. Fuck. Oh. Okay, so I just had the backing plate put on. I just realized I put the heated mirror wires on the wrong side. It's supposed to come in through this little guy here, so I'm gonna have to adjust that. Okay, so I just had to take the back plastic off again to readjust my wires. They had them coming out in between here, and you see a little tab here that's supposed to hold them. So that way when you connect them, they have a little spot to live in. You want this plastic housing to connect into that little retainer here, so there's not much slack to do so, but you could do it by feel, like that. And then those angled hooks, you want to make sure they get into those brass retainers to align it, and just click it together like that, and you're good to go. All right, so here's the final product. I got them both on. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Otherwise, thanks for watching.